also lose custody. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Impression of Ghibli singing Do You Think About the Days? Do you think about the poos? Do you think about the smells when we woke up? Pooing logs and pooing in rivers. Or is it the other way? Come on, poo with me. I've got your favorite smells delivered from my brampy hand. Sorry, thank you for the $2. I can picture Armin playing tennis for some reason. He's a rich kid. That'll probably be why. Thank you for the 3. But there you go. Appreciate you. Dana read the fight announcements with the intensity of a turtle taking a shit. Dana White is the worst promoter ever. He's the worst promoter ever, dude. The lack of energy that he had for that announcement is absolutely insane. And you can only really tell when you do my reaction to the fights being made compared to his announcement of it. It's so disgraceful how little effort he puts in. He's like he's making a point of how little effort you can put in. Impression of CTE Volk thinking he's getting the rematch? He is. That's how bad this matchmaking is. He actually is. It's not even CTE Volk. Today I'll call you turkey rather than pig. Yeah. Dude, Ilya's going to have some trouble. I was getting alerted to that before, but I didn't want to say anything. It was going to be in my video today about John Jones in Chechnya and Ilya's thing, but I'm glad it came out now so I can just say it anyway. Yeah, apparently there's going to be some allegations he has to fight, is what I'm being told. I need some mayo in my system. I don't. Did you see me ratio Ali Abdelaziz earlier? What a weirdo. Chat, is there like a bot? Chat, who else has seen this a little bit? Is there like a coded bot army that is coded to say on everything I ever do, people actually unironically listen to this guy? It's like fucking clockwork, I swear to God. Every post, everything, there's always a comment saying, or a reply, people actually unironically listen to this guy? Wait, people actually listen to this guy? It's the same thing every time without fail. That is the most commonly seen thing I ever see. I really think they're paid comments. There are other ones that are just rage bait and they're trashing me. I get it, yeah. But I think that is just bots. Because it's not even the same accounts. You know? It is crazy. This is why we should believe Connor women lie. Thank you for the 2. Well, we don't know the situation yet. There could be evidence, for fuck's sake. Thank you for the 2, so chill out. Holloway's ever fought a black guy either, but it's UFC in it. They're rarely at the top of the sport. These days, anyway. Yeah, I said Lerone and Aljo, didn't I? God, you guys are quick to try and correct. You're actually ferally waiting, dribbling over your keyboards, waiting to correct me on that shit. I literally got to them. You know? God, you lot are right over your keyboards, didn't you? Ready to correct anything. Fucking hell. Good to see the UFC go screw the rankings. Here's some bangers. Lopes Volk 2 is very silly, though. I wonder if Paramount said we want KOs. They must have done, yeah. We want something fun. For sure. European Union will now monitor the private chats of individuals. The EU is planning to pass chat control law that could lead to the scanning of private conversations of billions. Right. I went to the UK and I was stabbed, then went to get food and was handed a potato with tuna. No one should have to live like that. You need more. No, we don't need any more of it, mate. Thank you for the 5. Thank you. Impression of Armin saying he doesn't care because he's rich. I don't even care, man. Because I'm rich. Because I don't even want the title shot anyway. Who even cares, brother? Because I have a private jet and, it doesn't even matter anyway, brother, because I'm already so rich. And I don't even care. This is just a hobby to me anyway, brother. I'm just going to, who cares, brother? I'm going to eat caviar. I don't even care about this title shot thing. Because just Leave the camera. Yeah, we're hearing reports of him sinking to his knees in an Armenian hotel, crying, you know, Armenia. That's tough. He does deserve the shot, man. He does deserve the shot, but... oh, well. Anyway, Pimlet Gaethje, folks. What a big fight that is. There we go. Oh, well. Thoughts on Akash Sign? It's a shame, his situation, but he must live the life he can. He probably has a micro. Just had some scrambled egg and chicken, barbecue chicken. How do almonds' tears taste? They taste jolly good. They do. I feel fat as fuck. Thank you for the $2. Oh, yes, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. To the Americans, anyway. How do almonds' tears taste? They taste grand. Disney Our Sport, no difference. WWE and the UFC now. Dude, what are you guys crying for, dude? We're about to get violence on the first card back. But I agree, Arman should have got the title shot, and Lopes should not be getting a fucking rematch against Volk. That, you know what, chat? I know this sounds like a conspiracy theory. I know this sounds like a conspiracy theory, but I promise you it's not. They announced Volk Lopes too, so that it would, like, make people feel not so bad about Pimlet Gaethje getting made. Because it's so dumb of an idea to do and makes such little sense whatsoever. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. I feel like they added it just to be like, see, Pimlet Gaethje ain't that crazy. Look what we could have done. It's such a weird thing for them to announce at the same time. But 2 pay-per-views back-to-back? My word. Good golly gosh, I say. Ilya versus his wife, who wins? In court? I don't know. But she was posting a bunch of stuff on her story about domestic stuff, you know. UFC 234 is stacked. It's absolutely stacked, good sir. Have I messed up the 324? Oh my god, dude. My bad. About that right now. Volk might have been looking for an easier retirement matchup by choosing an opponent he already fought and beat. Thoughts? No, I don't think Volk was looking for an easier matchup. I just think the UFC has messed it up massively and just want to give him Diego Lopes to have a big fight, but I don't know. I don't think Volk's picking Lopes over all of them. I don't think Volk has a say, just give me an easy one. Because this isn't easy. I think Murphy is easier for Volk. You know? I think Aljo would be easier for Volk. Evloev. Like, Lopez can finish him. That's the difference, you know? Artstein. Thank you for the 2. Is 19-0 the craziest record that hasn't got a chance at the belt while being ranked number 1? I mean, that's not that... It's a good record. But yeah. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, I know. I think Evloev should have got the shot as well. It is pretty insane. Yeah. That's tough, isn't it? I'd love to know what their thought process was. They should have to, like, explain themselves. We talk about judges needing to explain themselves. The matchmakers should have to explain themselves. UFC 324 and 325 are 6 days... are 6 days apart. UFC 400 speed run. No, I just think this is their way to start it off massive, you know? So I'm hoping it happens. Thank you for the 2. I don't know though if they'll be this active moving forward. People forget, man. Gaethje Max fight was an exhibition. It was not an exhibition, Gaethje. Fucking cry about it, Armin. Two-tone Appeasy looking like Wheezy. Happy Pilgrim Day. Thank you for the 2. As an Armin fan, my favorite fighter, I am disappointed with this news, and Lopes getting a title shot is pathetic. I am almost done with the UFC. Oh, no. Thank you for the $5. Yeah, it is quite sad. Thank you for the 5. Full Camp Volk beats his opponents worse. Yeah. Thank you for chucking that in. Disappointed with the news and Lopes getting a title shot. Yeah, Lopes getting a title shot is very unfortunate. I don't like that at all. I almost feel like they put that out there just to make the Pimlet Gaethje announcement not as bad. You know? Just to sort of mask it behind, nah, that's the real bullshit. 7.7 billion, 7 years, and Baldy is still announcing fights on his PSP. How is CBS going to be okay with this kind of promotion? And they won't. They'll have to put me in the job. Thank you for the $7 Canadian. They're going to have to put me in the job. To be honest with you, it's the only way. I heard Ilya's wife said she didn't harass the UFC for this abhorrent decision. Yeah, I know. It is disgusting. I really think they're messing up his legacy. And let's face it, they invested millions into a UFC PI in Mexico. They wanted Mexican champs. They got none because they can't fight in MMA. They're good boxers, though. Chin merchants, really, and they're just going to force Lopes over and over again. If it wasn't Lopes, it'd be Yair. I bet you there was no conversation about Evloev, Aljo, or Murphy. They were thinking, is it Lopes or Yair? Who's more deserving? Lopes. Thought we would have heard Tom news by him or the UFC. Soon, don't worry. On Christmas, he's going to drop something, I think. Again, Paddy gets an older guy who's ready to retire. You can say Justin isn't old, but he's older for an MMA fighter. He didn't want this also. You can say Justin isn't old, but he's older for an MMA fighter. He didn't want this fight. Dustin was ready to retire and didn't want to fight Paddy also. Thank you for the $10. Sounds like more cope once Paddy Pimblett destroys Justin Gaethje within 2 rounds. Thank you for the 10, dude. No other contenders on the come up could do it. Took Holloway 5 rounds not that long ago, and Pimblett's gone finish him in 2. Thank you for the 10. It is true, though, but that's how it is. You fight Gaethje when you come up the rankings. That's what it is for most prospects at lightweight, though, isn't it? Like, people are saying that about Oliveira. He's now back, just beat Gamrot. But I know what you mean. Definitely a nice up-and-coming rise for Paddy Pimblett. Does anyone else find it odd that Ryan Garcia said he hates them and would bring so-and-so? I don't know if he said any of that. This is such a shit show. I'll bet any money when Ilya comes back, he fights Islam. It will be 12 plus months before the belts are unified. Yeah, there's going to be a massive waiting list, right? But I imagine Ilya's going to be back on the White House card, I imagine, versus the winner of this. And then Arman's going to have to fight in the meantime versus someone, maybe the winner of Oliveira Holloway, which it might not even be that bad as well. But man, to be fair, Movzar doesn't deserve shit. He hasn't fought since 2024. Lerone was the most deserving, but a small name. It's not even the name. It's the lack of doing anything in featherweight. Like, you beat Josh Emmett by shit decision and then beat Aaron Pico. Aljo should have got it. I think Aljo, but Evloev, I don't care that he hasn't fought since 2024. Evloev is a top contender. He's number 1 in the division, you know? I know if Volk is retiring as it's a legacy fight, all more deserving, though. Thank you for the $10, Aldo's burner. I appreciate you. If Volk is retirement, yeah, I don't know if Volk is retiring, as it's a bit of a wasted fight, so it's not a perfect going out party for him, you know. It should have been the Dagestani guy back in Australia where he was wronged against Makhachev in Perth, even though he wasn't. I thought Makhachev won. That was the storyline, you know, where he could right the wrong of his loss against Makhachev in Perth. Now this time in Australia, it's Evloev that he's taking. It was the story that was there, but now we're just getting the same thing over and over. MMA Guru, I'm not impressed with your live stream. Thank you for the 2. Ilya beats Paddy, goes up to welterweight, then Arman versus who? I don't care. The winner of Holloway Oliveira, I imagine. Impression of Andy watching the Siege of Jerusalem is true, but that sounds funny. Say whatever you want about Evloev, but how gay is it that a guy beats get undeserved title shot twice, even though Evloev is on a 10-fight win streak? It is true, but how pathetic is it that he hasn't fought in a year, knowing that he's right there, ready to earn a title shot? It's true. But I do think Evloev should have got the shot. It's pathetic, I know. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. He's calling for a fight on the same card with Lerone Murphy, which is interesting, of Volkanovski Lopes. So he will be right there. Thoughts on Jorginho ruining the lightweight division?